God, it's cold. Oh dear. Well, that was a bargain. Put everything in the fridge, haven't I? Yeah, I think so. Oh. Oh. Hello, darlings. I hope you're very well. I've come home and the place is rather cold. The boiler had become discomnockerated in some way and wasn't boilering. It wasn't doing whatever boilers are supposed to do. So I've rebooted it. I don't know what happened. As far as I can see, everything's okay. The radiator is starting to get a little bit warm, and hopefully we should be okay. But yeah, it's a little bit nippy. Anyway, good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome. Well, not a very warm welcome. Well, the welcome's warm. It's just the cottage isn't. Everything's cold. The table's cold. I'm cold. God, let's all huddle round the candle for warmth, shall we? Uh, oh, that reminds me. Amazon left a package behind my back door. Uh, Oh, good. Well, that's let some cold air into it, and this is all a bit damp. We'll open that in a minute, darlings. This is a me thing. It's not a you thing. That's a me thing. Right, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. It hasn't been normal service this evening, darlings. I've been panicking about the boiler. Is this bloody radiator getting hot? Yeah, it's getting a bit warmer. Oh. If you'll pardon me, I'm just going to run upstairs and actually check the boiler. Make sure it is still properly boilering. Oh, I tell you what, I don't fancy a night without heating. I'll up sticks and book into the bloody highwayman. Hopefully it's working. Bear with me one sec. I'm just going to run up and check. I better lock the front door while I'm at it. Well, it seems to be okay. Pressure's a bit low, but it is above the minimum. So, oh God, I keep moving. Otherwise, it's the radiator's getting hot now. Oh yeah, that is getting hot. Right, we should be okay, darlings. I think we're going to survive the live stream. So, a very warm welcome to Friday Night Live. I hope you are warm. I hope you're warmer than me. And it is nothing less than a joy to be here with you again. I'm going to be here with you for the next 55 minutes with all of the normal fun and games. Hedgehog of Truth is here. Should you want to Hedgehog of Truth question, there's a box that needs a damn good pounding. Now, we pounded it last night when it was empty of coins. It's now got a single coin in there. And there'll be another one going in tonight. Oh. What else? The community portable electric telephone is on hand should you wish to send a voice note or a text of some nature. And well, we're going to wave away the week, aren't we? And we're going to welcome in the weekend and hopefully all of the fun and joy that that's going to bring. So how are you all? How you're all doing? How are you surviving the cold? What's the weather like where you are? What have you got planned for the weekend? All of that sort of good stuff and anything else that we want to talk about. I'm going to have a slurp of me wine, darlings, because I've earned it tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. And then I am going to dive headfirst into your comments, which are very much the meat and potatoes of this pistachio ice cream that we are enjoying together tonight. Right, so cheers, your very good health. Bottoms up yours, and above all, do get stuffed. Straight to the bread basket. Straight to the bread basket, that one. Oh, well done, radiator. Well done on getting hot. I've banged the temperature up to a mighty 23 degrees. I'm having a Sean moment. Sean, if you are watching this, I've started the process of moving my AdSense payment to Monzo. I've added Monzo. They've just got to verify the account by putting a few pence into it, and then you have to tell them how many pence they've put in, and then I will make it my primary thing. And a reminder that if you bank with Monzo, I told you yesterday or whenever it was, maybe the day before, that he is watching. Jolly good. I told you yesterday or the day before that you got paid a day early with Monzo. It's actually 2 days. Sean corrected me. And a reminder that if you would like to try Monzo, Sean recommends it, I recommend it, and I think it's the #1 rated online banking app in the UK at the moment for customer satisfaction. Then do ask me for the link, and if you sign up using the link that I send you, when you first use your debit card, no matter how small the amount, it could be 1 penny, both you and I will get 10. It is 10, Sean. They've put it up. It was 5 when you and I did it, but it's now 10 of the King's pounds each. So it's a brilliant thing, and you get a free tenner, and you would be supporting me because I get a free tenner as well. And that has just reminded me that I need to thank somebody. Now, let me just remember who it is I need to thank. Bear with. Of course, the lovely Trisha and Paul, who very, very, very kindly sent me 10 quid this morning. 10 quid to my old PayPal doings for a bottle of birthday wine, which is incredibly kind and generous. Thank you very much indeed, Trisha and Paul. And I've already spent it, but not on a bottle of birthday wine, because on my birthday eve, which will become my birthday at midnight, I'm in a hotel. And you know what that means, darlings? Hotel rules apply. And that means a well-iced vodka and tonic. So thank you very much to Trisha and Paul for buying me this birthday half bottle of Mr. Smirnoff's, well, not his finest, but jolly good stuff. And thank you very much indeed for that. And yeah, I will be diving into a well-iced vodka and tonic on Monday night, courtesy of you guys. So thank you very much. Now then, let's just check the radiator again. Oh, it's properly hot now. It's properly hot now. Oh, things are going to get hot and steamy in no time, darlings. First cab off the rank tonight was, Peter P, followed by Quirks and Features. Now then, Quirks and Features, is this somebody that we know under a different name, or is it somebody that we don't know? Is it somebody new? And I can't click on the thing, so I can't see. Boaty, the man on the go. Boaty, his own TV show. Good times are happening in Boaty's world. I wish I did have my own TV show, but I mean, this is kind of the same thing, isn't it? Slightly smaller audience, admittedly. It's more of a sort of Channel 5 thing, but I love it and I wouldn't change it for the world. Carol C is with us live in 2 hours. I wonder if I'll be able to stay awake until then. Conked out last night and never made it to the live stream. Don't apologise. You apologised in the comments, Carol. No need to apologise. These are stupidly late. Of course you fell asleep. You're a sensible person. Blimey. Oh dear, that's amused me. Carol Ann, living in the moment, was here and said, "Good evening, everyone. I won't be awake to watch, but I just wanted to tell Boaty to pound the box like his stomach's being spanked with a limp leek." Oh, that's made me laugh. That has made me laugh. I was going to say that's a private joke, but it isn't. It's a public joke. You would need to read the comments on her latest video to understand that. But that really did make me giggle. And unless Simone pops along, then that will be the box pounding message. A limp leek. I said a wilted leek. It's the same thing anyway, isn't it? Hello and good evening all, say Stratospherian. Richard is with us. Good evening, Boaty and everyone. Hope you've all had a good day. Steve McDonald is with us. Hi, people, waiting for Boaty's Friday Live Dollop. Emma, the M11. Good evening, all. I'm absolutely knackered, so we'll see how long I last. Really cold here, so I dread to think how cold the more northern crowd are. Yeah, it's a bit nippy up here, Emmels. It's a bit nippy. Peter P's with us. Good evening, Boaty and Bugs. Stu is here. Oh, good old Stu. Evening, how are you, mate? Oh, and Stu has got a new refurbished laptop. Oh, and it's wicked fast. And he doesn't want to wreck it. Excellent. Oh, well done, Stu. I'm glad you got sorted. Matron is with us and still suffering from the sore throat. Bad Books is here. Good evening, all. Oh, dear. Oh, fingers crossed, you. Cat's going to the vet. Blood spots after going to the tray. Carol C says, "Hello, all. I'm still awake." Well done, Carol. Oh, you must be hanging out of your. Yes, indeed. Could be cystitis, Stu, says Matron. She'll need antibiotics. Matron in the car sound poorly, says Carol C. Oh, cat, not car. And then there's lots of good evenings. And who's that? Oh, Jimmy Quinn has joined us. Good evenings, Jimmy. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Good evening, Boaty and all. He says Alan Simpson is with us. Alan is currently our I'm so sorry. Alan is currently our chef de partie. Carol C is currently our sous chef. I won't tell you who head chef is. That won't last long. It's going to be nil point for me tomorrow. Nil point. So Carol might overtake me tomorrow. Although, not many entries today. Only 2 people have entered dishes so far today. And that's myself and Carol. So, get your dishes in, darlings. Doesn't matter what it is, get it in there. It's all about continuity. It's all about getting something in every day, building the old points up. The ghost has fiddled with the heating. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose that could be it. Get your winter gear on to warm up, says Bad Books. I haven't really got any winter gear. I should have winter gear, shouldn't I? Living where I do, but I don't. I don't have any winter gear. I've got central heating. That's my winter gear. Oh, I have got a thermal vest, t-shirty vest type of thing. I mean, I might have winter cycling gear under the bed or in the walk-in cupboard in the guest cupboard. Andrew Buttigieg is with us, the lovely Ibis Boaty. Pilot light, says Stu. Could have been. Boaty, new sexy pants, says Jimmy, and then is promptly sick. Put the heating on before you leave for work, says Richard. Not great coming home to a freezing cold house. Would your landlord agree to put in a log burner in the parlour? Well, the heating was on, Richard. I never turned my heating off. I read somewhere that it's more economic to leave it running all the time, so it's not having to heat a house from freezing cold. I just change the temperature slightly. So when I go out to work, I set the temperature to 18 degrees so that it doesn't get cold or not too cold anyway. And then when I come in, I bang the temperature up for an hour or two, sometimes to 19, latterly to 20.5. Oh, that radiator's steaming hot now. I've got it to 23 at the moment. If my doings were voice activated, which they're not, I would have just said, thermostat, shorn it. And it would have said, yes, setting to 23 degrees, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, yeah, the radiators are steaming hot at the moment. But, yeah, Richard, no. The boiler buggered itself up somehow. I didn't turn the heating off. I never turn the heating off. So, there we are. Would my landlord agree to put in a log burner in the front parlour? I honestly don't know. I don't know how blocked up the chimneys are. There's a chimney in the front parlour. There's a chimney here. Bear in mind, this was originally 2 cottages, hence having 2 chimneys. I don't know how blocked up they are. And would I want a log burner anyway, considering I never sit in the front parlour? It would probably be a bit of a waste of money, wouldn't it, really? I mean, I would love a log burner for the romance of it. I mean, me and Hedgie could cuddle up together in front of it, I suppose. But it would be nice. The neighbours have all got log burners. Do you know what? I might broach that subject the next time I talk to Chris. He hasn't spent any money on the place for a few years since he did the garden. I might say to him, what about a log burner? Or if this year goes really well, then I might just ask for permission to put a log burner in and pay for it myself. But I'd need to know what state the chimblies are in. I don't know when they were last used. I suspect it's a good while since the chimblies were in, because this one must have been blocked up for ages, because you've got a gas fire here which doesn't work, and you've got an economy 7 thing here which also doesn't work. So yeah, neither of those work, but they've clearly been here for quite a long time, and they would have been put in when the chimblies were put in. And then obviously, as you know, in the parlour, I mean, there is a fireplace in the parlour, but that's been blocked off. There's an electric fire there. I don't know. I don't know. If I'm going to be spending less time here, then it's probably more faff than it's worth. I'm happy with I'm happy with central heating. Now that is one of the things that's been done at the Sherpa's Lodge, by the way. That's got multiple chimneys in because again, that place has been. I think that was 4 flats at one point. So that's got multiple chimneys in, and I think they've all been. Well, I know that they've been blocking those off as well. So there we are. There we are. I'll be getting warm very soon. In fact, I'm already a little bit warmer. Emma says, I've got the lovely electric blanket on, my best investment this year. God, it's a while since I've experienced an electric blanket. Now, when I was a child at my grandparents' house, before central heating was put in there, it was a weird sort of central heating that they put in there. It wasn't central heating. Well, I suppose it was, but it was fired by the Rayburn rather than a boiler or anything like that. So it was coal-fired central heating, and they just added a radiator system, and the Rayburn sent hot water round the radiators. I think that's how it works. There was before that there was the Rayburn in the kitchen, and there's a Rayburn in the parlour, which when I was there still worked. For those who don't know, if this is confusing anybody, my grandparents' place in South Wales became my place or my family's place in South Wales. When my grandfather passed away, he outlived my grandmother. When my grandfather passed away, my father inherited everything, and Dad had a very difficult life because of his emotional and mental health issues. And that getting the inheritance enabled him to retire, to give up work, and to try and make himself happy a bit, which he did various things to try and make himself happy. But he had zero interest in the cottage. My dad didn't have happy memories of his childhood for very good reason. And he had no emotional connection with the cottage. So his plan when the time came was always to sell it. So when the time came and Dad inherited, I said, look, I want you to have all of the money from the inheritance. I want you to not have to worry about work, do what you want to do, indulge yourself, blah, 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 look after mum. But I don't want the cottage to be sold. I want it. So I will buy it from you, which is what we did. So the one that you saw around Sean's video, that was mine and my family's place, and that I lived in on my own for 2 or 3 years during my separation, 2 years, whatever it was. That was my grandparents' place. My grandfather built it. I think it was originally a prefab, and then it got foundations and was extended this way, that way, and the other way. But yeah, that was where Dad was mostly brought up. He was born in Aberdare, Dad was, and they moved to Glynneath when Dad was really very small indeed. I think before he even started school. And of course, it was a place I was very familiar with in my childhood. And yeah, there was no way I was going to get rid now. And, I deeply regret, one of the few regrets I have in life, I deeply regret letting it go. It was part of the deal of this separation ending, us getting back together. I sold the cottage in auction in order to get a quick sale on it, and used the money to do a massive remodeling on the family home. Obviously, now I wish I hadn't done it, but there we go. You do what you think is best at the time, don't you? If you want warmth, come down under, says Andrew, Butty Geek. Plenty to go around. Yeah, but I'd get bitten by a spider or something. I couldn't live in Australia. You could never go to the loo in peace and security. There might be a funnel web in there just waiting to take a chunk out of your ass. I couldn't be doing that. Couldn't be doing with it. You can't go in the sea because there are a million things in there that are just trying to kill you. There are snakes and things get into your car, and oh, bugger that. I mean, I'm sure, Australia's got wonderful things going for it, but I don't think it would be for me. Excuse me. Jimmy W is under a duvet. Oh, and now we're all doing Man from Down Under lyrics. I come from a land down under. -2 here tonight, says Richard, but not so bad. Got the window open in the bedroom. Oh dear. Slight problem with flatulence. Better run. I love that song. I do love that song. And did you know, I'm sure you probably did, that they're not Australian, they're British. Men at Work are British. There you go. He was 6'4" and full of muscles. Timestamp 23:39. I'm not far behind. I'm not far behind at all. Pagan69 is with us and says, good evening, Boaty. How's it hanging? Well, thank you for asking. And it's hanging where it should be hanging, thanks to my new underwear, which I am utterly delighted with. Don't try any diving on the Grand Hotel balcony, says Bad Books. I will remember that. Get the Nepali teeth, and then you can get your own TV show, says Steve. They are on the list, darlings. They are on the list. Oh, Barry is here and just got offered the investigator job with the state. Yes, congratulations, mate. Congratulations. Are you going to take it? I think Karen said she would prefer you to have that one, didn't she? And I think you said that you were kind of tempted by the FBI one, but that this would be grand. Oh, congratulations. Well done, you. And that's one in the eye for that arsehole of a boss who screwed you over in the last job. Strictly no pottering in the Joseph Lloyd Lounge. Oh, we've got onto the Sherpa's Lodge now. Oh, dear. Anyway, good evening, Pagan69. Carol Ann has become corrupted by this filth, says Jimmy W. Well, from what I've heard, Carol Ann needs no corrupting. But, that's just a rumour I've heard. Could be wrong. Buddy and On is with us and says, good evening, pigs. Good evening to you. Alan says, I'm imagining John Cleese doing the thrashing as if Boaty were an irksome Austin. It was an 8:30, wasn't it? Bad Books' dinner was prawns and mixed salad. We mean lunch, followed by a chippy tea. Oh, well, in the north, it's a law, isn't it? Friday night, chippy tea has to be done. Sorry, I'm just checking that. Oh, that's lovely and warm. Can I just stay here? Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Don't you worry, darlings. I'm going to be as warm as a bug in a rug until the boiler buggers up again. Buggers up again. Let's hope it doesn't. Touch wood. And this is real wood, darlings. It's been a good night, actually. I've explained in the video, the restaurant was not as good as it could have been, but it was better than it was gonna be. Had a big party come in at the last minute, which kind of saved the night a bit. I went to Sainsbury's and bought some bits for Monday. What else? What else? What else? Well, the Amazon package arrived. We're going to open that in a minute. Captain Horsey Doodle says, "I have to admit, it's very hard." Yeah, I try I try to avoid double entendre, but it's so hard. Finally stopped snowing at 3 p.m. for Barry out there in Missouri. Oh, Pocahontas 100 is with us. Hello, everyone. I managed to get antibiotics. Just hope they work now. Hope everyone is well. Oh, bless you, Poker. A few of you are poorly, aren't you? I hope you all feel better very soon. Little chef de party, says Alan Simpson. You are indeed. You are indeed. I should give you that special title. Whatever you are, you should be the little head chef or the. Yes, I like that. I'll change that tomorrow. I'm the Amiga man, stand tall and understand. One of my favourite Bee Gees songs, Amiga Man, and very unusually with Morris on lead vocals. There you are. Oh, the wine slipping down a treat. What's with the Smirnoff, says Stu? Well, Stu, the Smirnoff is for Monday night because when I am in an hotel, and it is an hotel, not a hotel. A hotel, incorrect. An hotel is correct. You shouldn't pronounce the H because the letter H is spelled Aitch with no H. So there you go. It's an hotel. It's the correct pronunciation. You're welcome. I always say that these live streams are a learning experience because many people have said, well, I watched one of your live streams and I thought, well, that taught me a bloody lesson. When I stay in an hotel, I have vodka and tonic as a treat. I stopped drinking vodka about 7 years ago because, quite frankly, I became rather too fond of it. So I just went down to having a bottle of wine at night. But when I'm away on a jolly in an hotel, I have a well-iced vodka and tonic as a treat. And I will be doing some serious damage to that half bottle that's sitting there on the table on Monday night in the Grand Hotel in Llandudno. And what's in here is going to help me. I'll show you that in a minute. I better catch up with the comments before Emma does another timestamp. Oh, I'm quite looking forward to going to sleep now. I'm hoping to dream about being gently flogged by Carol Ann with a wilted leek. Emma says, money-saving expert Martin Lewis says the thing about always leaving the heating on to be more economical is twaddle. Yeah, but he hasn't got a clue what he's talking about. He hasn't got a clue what he's talking about. The thermostat should keep your heating on, says Jimmy W. Yeah, but the boiler became discomnockerated. I never turn my heating off 21 to 22, says Jimmy Quinn. It looks like this stream is sponsored by Smirnoff. Product placement. I paid for that. Is it ours? Well, I say I paid for it. Trisha and Paul paid for it, bless them. And it really was extremely kind of them. And I'm very grateful. And I'll be even more grateful on Monday when I start pouring that down the little red lane. I have to admit, says Emma, if I leave my heating on, the bill goes through the roof. Peter P's been reading the comments on Carol Ann's video. Hedgehog of Truth question. Well, you can probably answer, if you read the comments, you can answer this yourself, actually, Peter P. But Hedgehog of Truth question. Do you like the front of your neck tickled? Well, as you'll have read in the comments, Peter, I've never had the front of my neck tickled. So this evening, while I was at work, I did it to myself. And as I said in the comments, it did nothing for me. So there you go. That is the honest answer to that. No, there's nothing for me at all. Back of my neck, maybe. Grumpy old man reminded me to photograph dinner tonight, says Carol C. So he is coming around to photographing. So just an old man tonight. Ah, you see, we're converting him. We'll turn him into one of us, you see. I can't work out my timer, says Steve. The flat is so small, it heats up quick. Sean's is sponsored by Tetley's. No, he's Yorkshire tea, is Sean. Do you have your thermal socks on? Asked Carol C. I do indeed. Michael, are you watching? Look, thermal socks. There you go. Nothing like a real fire to get subscribers, says Stu. Thermal socks to go with sex pants, says Barry. Who wants to unblock Boaty's chimney? Dear. Oh, Karen's at work at the moment, and Barry is home with a Doctor Who box set. The candle's doing fine. What you're on about? Any progress on the Sherpa's Lodge? Asked Carol C. No, none at all. So I don't know how long it's been empty up there. I thought they were there over Christmas and the New Year because the lights were on. But I've gradually come to realise that they buggered off and left the lights on, maybe to help it dry or something, I don't know. But I haven't seen any signs of life there since well before Christmas, really. So God knows what's happening. I mean, according to them, it was all going to be done by next Wednesday, which is like 5 days away or something now, isn't it? And I sure as hell haven't seen any signs of new bathrooms or kitchen going in. So we're back into the God knows realm of things, but it'll happen, and it'll happen when it happens, and we'll deal with it when it happens. You know, it's going to tie up quite a bit more than my time, so I'll make the most of my time before it happens. I'd love it to happen by the end of the month. I'd love it to open by St. David's Day. Radiator still hot. Good. Oh, a voice note, darlings. A voice note for you. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Emma says my baguette storage returned. Well, I wasn't aware it had gone away. And Alan says, yeah, has it been on holiday? Tell us the story about the baguette storage.
Good evening, Reverend.
Oh, good evening.
How's your day been?
All right.
I myself had toast, sausage, and bacon, Boaty.
Oh.
Followed by this evening meal, steak pie, followed by mash, peas, and gravy, and followed by a nice posh coffee and a syrup sponge and custard. And also followed by a second coffee. And now I'm just chilling out watching this evening in a nice warm bed with my electric blanket on.
Good.
Anyway, sir, hope all's been well today, and I hope everybody else is well. Thank you very much. And also the usual people, the matron, Emma, our new
headmistress. There you go.
Who tells our Boaty off, and anybody else in the chat. Thank you very much. Over and out. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, there are some community snaps in there because I had a steak pie for lunch, as you will know if you've looked at the dish of the day thread. And I had it with some baby potatoes that I tossed in butter, mint and parsley, and I made some horseradish gravy. But also, I purchased tonight from Sainsbury's some posh sausages and some nice thick cut bacon because on Monday I am. Oh, Simone, this will be good. On Monday, might have to be a double pounding tonight because I've been instructed by. I was instructed by the delectable Carol Ann to pound my bucks, and that might be Simone telling me to do the same. So we could be in for a double pounding, and that will throw all the guesses off because that would mean that it's not going to end in three; it's going to end in four, and all of the guesses have been something something £3, and a double pounding will mean that it's going to be £4. Anyway, what was I talking about just before that? Can't remember. What the hell was I just talking about? I was talking about something. It seemed important at the time, and now I can't remember it to save my life. Oh, Mr. Paddy. Yeah. Right. So I purchased from Sainsbury's sausage and bacon, and on Monday. Now, on the website, it says that check-in at the hotel is 3, but every video I've seen says they say it's 3 on the website, but you're not allowed to check in till 4. So I figured that I will have a little bit more of a relaxed morning, and I will have a brunch before I go. Save a few quid, that sort of thing. So I thought my birthday eve brunch would be a sausage and bacon sandwich with, but really posh sausages and posh bacon with HP sauce drizzled artistically from a glass bottle naturally, and of course a light dusting of ground white pepper, without which no bacon and sausage sandwich could be deemed to be complete. So there's a snap with Mr. Paddy. I'm looking forward to that. And I figured I'll have a brunch because I'm planning to go into town to eat. And that means eating at a relatively normal time rather than eating at 2 a.m., which is what I normally end up doing. So if I have a brunch and don't have any lunch, it'll save a few quid, and I'll be good and hungry for my dinner when I when I go into town, assuming I go into town. I have got those contingency plans in case I balls everything up. Now then, oh, Emma put the baguette thing outside because she decided she didn't want it. Somebody took it quite quickly and then they returned it overnight. Oh, they didn't want it either then. Ah. Woodstock, good evening to you, a name I don't recognise. Boaty, do you have to have a gas safety inspection each year and certificate for the gas appliances inside still? Probably. Somebody comes round and checks something every year and makes a certificate of something. The last time I had a gas inspection, says Emma, they didn't tell me he was coming, and I was having an afternoon nap, and suddenly there was a man in my bedroom. Oh, God. Did he escape intact? He did see me, says Emma, but he just carried on looking for the boiler. Josh is with us and says, good to be here, and it's good to have you. I couldn't live in Australia, says Emma, because I might get bitten by an Andrew. Pagan69 says, Boaty is Mustard Henry Cole's love child. I don't know, who's Henry Cole? Not a clue. I heard that one of the singers in Men at Work was not Australian, says Josh. None of them were. Speaking of Facebook, says Jimmy W., which you weren't, a lot of you folks have come up as possible friends there. Is it okay to add you all? Oh, it's kind of you to ask. Let Jimmy W know if it's okay for him to add you as a Facebook friend. The singer, says Matron, was born in Scotland and emigrated to Australia when he was 14. Oh, I bet his parents were annoyed. He should have been at school. People are congratulating Barry, quite rightly. Oh, Jimmy says, got a letter from the emergency consultant following on from what happened to me on Boxing Day. They found a benign thingy, but it's okay, but it'll have to be monitored. Well, thank God it's benign. I mean, as Andrew says, bugger, yeah, but it's benign. That's the important thing. Oh, and Simone is here as Purple Hat Games. Tea is tea, says Barry. You can guarantee in a Sean video he'll be drinking tea. Oh, Mustard's here, Captain Mustard. Hello, Frog Feeders. Hello to you, my dear chap. Steve had a pee. So what's in the Amazon pack, says Steve? As soon as I get to the end of the comments, I will tell you. Well, I'll show you. Oh, Mr. Parry sounds a tad croaky. It is going round, says Steve. Paddy Marvellous. I can't read that out. Oh dear, oh dear. Show us your sausage, Boaty, says Pagan69. All right, I will. Gosh, the voice notes are pinging in left, right, and centre. Oh, this one from Mustard. There you go. Taste the difference. They're on special offer. Well, nectar card offer, £3.25 down to £2.50 or something. But I'm going to monster a few of them on Monday. You see if I don't. With a couple of rashers of thick cut bacon. I'm really looking forward to that now. Oh, there we are. Splendid. Right, we've caught up with the comments, so let's get on with some voice notes, and we'll do them in the order they arrived. So first up is Simone.
Hello again, Mr. Boaty.
Hello.
Don't forget to pound your boxes if Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral,
The Leisure
Peninsula, came round to your house one day and punched you in the face.
Right. Thank you, Simone. Right, it's official. Sean's box is getting a double pounding tonight because Simone instructed me and Carol Ann instructed me. So it's a double pounding. That means that you might want to re-guess your guesses because the final figure is not going to end with a 3. It's going to end with a 4. Or will it? Will it be a single pounding tomorrow? Or will I get multiple instructions to pound? Because you know the rules. When I'm told to pound it, I have to do it. And if 3 people tell me to pound it, I've got to do it 3 times. So there's the box. It's got £1 in there with notes. And then 1 and 2. There you go, a double pounding. And then we've got, thank you, Simone. Then we've got Mustard.
Yes, I am here. Very, very good indeed. I'm doing what Mr. Parry does at the moment, which is having you on in the background. But you are on, my earphones, so I can't. But look, you can't hear yourself, but I can, and it is exceedingly distracting. How does he manage to do it?
Dear old Mustard. I miss Mustard. It feels like ages since I've seen him. Oh, it seems like ages. Come and see me, Mustard. It doesn't have to be on a Monday. When you've got nothing better to do, come and see me. We'll go out for lunch. Right, time to open the Amazon package. Oh, you can't beat a Welsh sausage. I wouldn't mind looking inside Sean's box to see what's in there, says Black Lines. Well, you will. Mr. Parry is 5 feet tall. How could he punch Boaty in the face? How do you know he's 5 foot tall? How do you know? How do we know Mr. Parry's height? I don't know. Right, here we go. Oh, okay. That feels a bit disappointing. That's nothing like the one I had before. Oh, am I going to be disappointed now? Oh dear. The one I had before was a proper sturdy affair. This doesn't seem terribly sturdy, and there's supposed to be two in here. Oh well, made in China. That'd be good. Right, snippy, snippy, snip. Oh, these are not the same at all. Are there two? Oh, there are two. Oh, these are a pale imitation of what I had before. These are cheap and, oh, these are no good at all. Well, I suppose they might be better than nothing, but, oh, I'm not impressed. Oh, maybe they'll be okay. Maybe they'll be okay. Okay, what you've got here, darlings, let me take this empty bottle of wine to demonstrate. Now, I had one of these for many, many years. Somebody bought it for me. Can't remember who or when, but it went around the world with me. But it was bigger and more heavy duty than this chap here. And the idea is that it's like an ice bucket for your bottle of wine. So you can put your bottle of wine in there, and you put your ice in there, and a bit of water. And when you're traveling or whatever, you've got an ice bucket to keep your wine chilled. Very useful thing. But oh shit, that went in the candle. I used to use mine as well as for that. When I was in a hotel and I was planning to have a well-iced vodka and tonic, I would just go down to the bar and ask them to fill my thing with ice. And that was how I got my ice for my well-iced vodka and tonic. Obviously, when I go to a Premier Inn or something like that, or a Travelodge as I do now, I never used to go to those places. Of course, I didn't. But so there you go. There's what it looks like when it's folded up. I suppose I've got two of them, so they'll probably, well, they're better than nothing. They're better than nothing. I would have hoped for a little bit better, but there we are. Yeah, when I go to a Premier Inn or a Travelodge, I go to a local supermarket and buy a bag of ice and put it in the sink in the bathroom. The idea is that on Monday, I'm in a more decent hotel, so I can just go to the bar and say, can you fill that with ice, please? Thank you so much. So, well, there you go. I've got those. That'll work. I don't know what happened to mine. Had it for years and years and years. God, that went all over the place. That went to Russia, Ukraine, Africa, Cyprus. Oh God, many places in Europe, America, of course. And then we've got, here we go. One, two, three. Mighty bugger. 3 pairs of knickers. The new knickers that keep my unruly plums and my little tinkle nicely in order. We've got some olive greeny ones. We've got some blue ones. But most importantly, darlings, behold, in all of their glory, the new sex pants. They look bigger. Maybe it's my imagination. But there you go. They're not Welsh red, but they are kind of red. It was the nearest I could find. And the ones that I previously designated as the new sex pants, they only had the red bit there. Well, these are thoroughly redded up. So there you go. And that means that I now have 7 pairs of underpants, and I've never felt so well off in my life. I'm going to put these straight into the washing machine because I told you before, always launder your underwear before you wear it. There you go, they're in there. I'll put them on in the morning with whatever else is due to be done. So there we are. We've pounded the box, we've opened the package, we've read the comments. And they're not red, they're magenta vine or something, but they're reddish. Those poor buggers have no idea what's in store, says Black Lines. Oh dear. I didn't know why, but I'm just figuring through, whizzing through these. There we are. There we are. Right, we've got 3 minutes left, darlings. 3 minutes left, and then I'm going to bugger off. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to check that the boiler's still working, and then I'm going to get some supper, and then I'm going to get my my tired old ass to bed. Excuse me. The radiator is still lovely and warm. Never go commando in another man's. How do you lot go commando? How do you do that? I couldn't do that in 100 years. It must be exceptionally uncomfortable. How do you do it? My wedding vegetables would be all over the place like a mad woman's drawers. Don't forget to like, says Jimmy Quinn. Right. I'm pleased with those pants. Let me just check they're the right size. Oh, yes, they are. They are the right size. Cotton stretch trunks. Marvelous. Oh, perfect. There we are. Right. So we've got that. We've got our slightly disappointing ice bags. So we're kind of getting ready to go for Monday, aren't we? We've got our vodka. I've got tonics left over from the first Snowdonia trip, so that's taken care of. I've got my emergency rations. What else do I need? What else do I need? Well, I need the car that I'm going to go in. We'll collect that on Sunday night. Put some fuel in that. I need some money to pay for things. Sean's box will take care of that tomorrow night. What else? What else? Well, I've got my sex pants. Might not even bother taking those. Let's be real. Oh, shit. So there we go. There we go. We're cooking on gas. We really are getting ready. Oh, a last minute, and it is last minute. It's literally in the last minute. A last minute voice note.
If I was you, sir, I'd double the bags up.
Oh, why has my phone done that again?
At least you got a waiting them then, sir.
Let's start that one
If I
again.
was you, sir, I'd double the bags up. With them looking cheap and nasty, at least you got a waiting them then, sir. They don't look as bad if you do it that way.
No, that might be a thought. I'm only going to put ice in them anyway. So hopefully they'll do the trick for that. So yeah, I'll stick those in the old case. They weren't cheap either. Oh well. Oh well. At least they fold up smaller. That is one thing to them. The one I had before didn't fold up very small at all. How's it supposed to work? Does that click together? Oh, okay. And my old one didn't have a connecty, clippy together thing at the top. So, oh well, it is what it is. I've got them. That's good. I've got something to work with. So, time to say good night, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining me. Trisha, thank you for my half bottle of vodka. Very grateful indeed. I feel bad not thanking people for sending me a card or a present, but I'm not opening them until Tuesday night on your instructions. So I will thank you properly then. And yeah, that is going to be about it for tonight. I'm feeling much warmer now, I'm glad to say. I'm looking forward to my curry. You have got a video tomorrow. Guess what it is? Yes, it's driving to work again. But the drive to work tonight was stunning. Honestly, it was stunning. So ignore the fact that it's yet another drive to work and just think of it as a glimpse of the Peak District in almost full daylight at the height of its winter glory. And it might be worth watching 5 minutes of it. Right then, darlings. Thank you all again for your company. Let me wish you all a safe, peaceful and warm night. May your boilers not become discomnockerated. And let me wish you a good day tomorrow. I hope there's some pleasure to be taken from it. Have a good weekend, everybody, whatever you're doing. Those of you who are feeling below par, somewhat under the weather, I do hope that you feel much better very soon. Those of you that have got cats with symptoms, I hope that the visit to the vet isn't too expensive and that all is relatively well. Oh, good question, Peter P. I don't know about a lockup live. Ask Mustard. And there we are. So the candle will be relit tomorrow night. It's another late one, Saturday, and it's so 11:30. Sorry about that. Not much I can do about it. But then we're really getting into the old birthday run-up then, aren't we? Sunday night, we've got the old box emptying, and then we're into Monday and all the fun and shenanigans. And on Monday night, I will be coming to you from the Grand Hotel in Llandinlo. How cool is that? So if you can join me tomorrow night, 11:30, I'd be so happy to see you. In the meantime, much love from me. Take care of yourselves, take care of those whom you love and who love you, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. On that note, pachu and indeed, bosh. Night, darlings.